It is so great to be with you. We are sister to sister. We're happy to have this segment on real life. And today we're gonna have a question for you. All the girls are gonna answer. It's gonna be wonderful. We're gonna start with Amy. Listen to this one. And this came from a viewer, so we appreciate that. Dear sisters, my friends say I flirt too much, but I don't see the harm. What do you think? Amy.
I think flirting girls are annoying, and I don't think it's very honorable. And when you think about the word flirt, you're trying to attract somebody. You're trying to get somebody's attention. You're trying to toy them, tease them. To flirt with somebody is to actually be leading them on. So I'm in a house with 3 men. You know, a young boy that's growing up to be a man. And when women flirt, like I even told my husband, I'm watching a couple of girls and they're flirting. And I just think that's not right. It's not honorable.
With Pastor Buck
yeah.
or with your son?
Both.
Wow.
The older son and my husband. Oh yeah, I mean women. They're trying to get attention, to woo, to lead them on, to get your eyes. And Titus too says that the women ought to be reverent. There ought to be some sort of respectful, honorable, pure behavior when we're talking with other men.
Well, you always give us a root for behavior. What is the root of the behavior of this flirtable girl?
I was thinking of this scripture, and I'm with Amy on this. Philippians 1, conduct yourselves worthy of the gospel. You know, we go around saying, what would Jesus do? And is it worthy of the gospel to try to get somebody's focus on you for a romantic purpose? Flirting is like a romantic purpose. And what is your intention? Or even if you think you have good intentions, you're having, quote, fun, what's the perception of the other person on the other side? And are we conducting ourselves honorable before the Lord?
But
and
what do
I
you
say,
think the root?
Stop it.
What do you think
Attention.
the root is?
Insecure.
So insecure. I would think insecure.
And
so
they
the
want
girl that's
attention,
flirting
right?
is insecure in some
Well, we can't
respect.
always perceive what the actual motive is.
That's right, Roxy.
They might just be having fun. They might want attention. They may think a man in power, oh, he's looking at me, or a woman in power, whoever the flirter might be, male or female. Yeah, it could be various motives, and that's hard to tell.
I'm sorry, sis.
No, go.
But they may see nothing wrong with it at all.
Right.
Because if you haven't been taught that that behavior is not honorable, then, you know, because for a lot of people, it's very normal. You know, it's just something that they do. I agree that it's wrong, but when you're asking what is the root cause, I just agree 100% with my sister. You know, we can't sit up here and necessarily diagnose it because we don't know what's going on with the person, but we will say that there's probably some brokenness in that person.
I think so.
That they may or may not be aware of. Anytime you are seeking attention, an attention seeker, there's something there. Now what it is, our prayer is that you will spend time in prayer and go before God and ask, why do I feel the need to do that? Because for me personally, I'd rather be sought out, you know. However, there is the art of flirting. I have to say that when you're dating, when somebody is, you got to think about that. You know, how do you let somebody know that you are attracted to them? So when is it okay and when is it not? Certainly if you're coming after somebody's husband or something like that, absolutely not. But, you know, when you initially meet someone, how do I know that you're attracted to me? How do you know that I'm attracted to you? So what is the art of it?
Oh my gosh, Corey.
I want to kind of like give a little bit of the flip side, and I want to be really careful that we're not getting too judgmental, because there are people that have personalities that can come across as flirtatious.
That's true.
That
That's
they're not being flirtatious. They're just gregarious people. They're just naturally just really outgoing, bubbly people. I mean, someone could take your personality and think, oh, they're being really flirtatious. Would you want them to think that about you? No, but you're not in any way flirting with a man, but someone could take your personality and think that. So I think we need to be really careful that we're not being like, from the background, like, ooh, they're being flirtatious.
Like if
you
there
know?
was a dark chocolate Mr. GQ who walked in right now and had a nice six-pack and I just happen to lay hands on him, I'm not flirting.
Hello?
All right, I'm not gonna go there.
Like, Jesus.
I'm like, Jesus.
Lord Jesus, help my sisters right now.
Okay, Corey, to your point, do you think a girl knows when another girl is flirting?
I
Yes.
just think that we need to be careful that we're not. I just
With
think,
your husband,
No,
especially your
okay,
husband or your
I
son.
do.
You're
I
like,
think
there's like an over
I,
aware.
I do think there's a who, what, when, where, why. I think there's a proper, you know, it's never right with somebody that's married. I just think we need to be careful about that whole like, oh, they're so flirtatious. Like, I just think, there's that line.
Oh, we would never
my.
gossip about them.
Right?
We really are so glad that you sent in this question because look what it did. Caused great flirtations. No. We love you and we'll see you next time. We are the sisters.